Hey everyone, Babbage Nader in the Long Dark. We're back in Forlorn Musket, getting ready to head to Broken Railroad. Good to see you. And we already have a poem request from Big Bird. Okay, let's take care of a shout out first, and then we'll read a poem. Good job defeating the Darkwalker. Let's see. Let's go and read something from our poetry chooser. The Art of Memory. Okay, I'll read that one. So this is from my first book of poetry, from the Lost Country of Sight, published by Anhinga Press in 2008. Winner of the 2007 Philip Levine Prize for Poetry. And this is a poem. We'll read the poem and then we'll have a little discussion about it. Let's see if I can track this down here. Art of Memory. Oh, I have to look it up in the table of contents. Art of Memory. '66. No, it's towards the end. Okay. So this is a poem called The Art of Memory, inspired by the history of mnemonics, or systems of memory. All memory is a matter of place, the ordered setting of the world and how we walk through it. Our eyes trained to perceive meaning or congruence with lines from old plays, speeches we did not deliver, the names of beetles, the parts of a fish laid open by a blade, even the gas crushed beneath the tiles of a fallen hall in ancient Greece can be recalled, table by table, their loud voices dimmed to a silence. Do not rely on columns or statues. The constellations will do, each darkened house rimmed with light, and the yawning curve of the earth and sea. Choose natural signs, the dead for the dead, a man holding a quill, a ram with blood-tipped horns, paper folded in squares glowing in fire, even my father walking the rooms of the old house before it is sold, fixing in his mind the colors of the walls, the hallways and doors, the last traces of home before we break free. So the Art of Memory. This poem is actually has a dedication to Simonides of Chios, who was an ancient Greek poet who is credited as being the father of memory and memory systems, father of mnemonics, because according to legend, he was once in attendance at a big wedding banquet inside of this big hall, and there were lots of guests there. And mysteriously, a messenger shows up, and he is called out of the banquet hall into the public space outside to speak with the messenger. And when he leaves the hall, the whole structure collapses behind him, killing everyone inside. And so he's miraculously spared. But there's this huge, all the families of those people who were in attendance at the wedding banquet were distraught because they did not know how they could recover the bodies of their dead or even identify who was who because of so much damage being done. And as they were despairing, Simonides says, "Do not worry. I can help you identify them because I have memorized where everyone was sitting at every single table, and so And basically how he had done it is by, like, memorizing where people sat, table by table. So he didn't have to have everyone memorized in this long continuous thing. It was just associated, like within tables. He could have each move table to table and recite who was at each table. And that's really kind of the birth of the modern, or birth of classical mnemonic systems or memorization tools, is the association of place with memory. And so this poem actually is also inspired by the book I was reading at the time called The Art of Memory by it was by I'm trying to remember I'm blanking out on this. I used to know this off the top of my head. It's not an Elaine Scarry book. It is Francis A. Yates, who's kind of a medieval scholar on, medieval technologies and systems of knowledge. And so she writes about this, and she writes about like these different different things that people used to have a systematic way of memorizing things. And some people did use like a walk down a garden path and the associated columns and statues along the way. And others used the constellations and could look up at the stars and had associated to each of the stars in the constellation, every single point was a way of taking a larger thing that they were trying to memorize and breaking up into parts. And so that's a reference in there. And then my father, at the image of at the end of my father trying to memorize a house is, loosely based on a conversation, something my father had said about the house that he had grown up in, and how, it's just like it was fixed in his memory in some sense, but at the same time, that house had passed through so many hands since they had lived there that the last time he had driven through that small town, it also did not look like the house that he remembered. And so there's that disconnect between what we remember, what we fix in memory, and how something continues to change and evolve past that point. Okay, so that's where we're at. Thank you for that poem request. I hope you enjoyed that. Our task is to do our best to spend the next 3 days productively. I think we have abandoned hope of recovering the bear. I think that's a lost cause. Oh, were we going to I think we were going to once again make an effort to go to, Can we make an effort to go to Spence's? Okay. It's cold right now. Just wait. So, how are the last few days been? Going for you? It's still gusty. I don't really like traveling in the big wind like this. Should we just leave everything else here? Everything that's not cured. I mean, why are we carrying it if it's not cured? Really, really. Blizzard sets in almost immediately. Well, there goes my plan. Sneaking over to Spence's anytime soon. No, we need more water.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
I just realized I left my water bottle in the other room. I'm going to be back here in a second. Okay, I'm back. Okay. What do we got for firewood? 6 pieces, 1 piece of coal. I really wish we had the hammer. I'm starting to wish I had left the hammer here instead of at the Spence's. Oh. I'm debating whether I should take a few days off during Christmas. Not so much that I don't have the time to stream, but just thinking about, I don't think anyone else is going to be watching, but And it might be nice to have a little break.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
See what it looks like out here. Still bad. Getting worse. Guess we can go looking for sticks.
Sure getting cold. If I don't warm up soon.
Still looks bad out there. Not as bad as before, but... Okay. Okay. No one new here. Oh boy. Still 122. I think we have to make a rush for tomorrow. We just got to go, regardless of the weather. We need to go forge a couple arrows. Make some more. Yeah, forge a few more arrowheads and make a new, make some new arrows. Just to be on the safe side. So I will admit, I have spent the last few days doing practically nothing. Once the semester ended, my list of things to do did not change. My willingness or excitement to do them probably did. Oh well. Not the end of the world, but... maybe from Christmas Day onwards, I'll do a little bit more work. I have to do some work on Saturday. I am, providing some consultation work on Saturday, so need to spend some time tomorrow reading as well. Bones manuscript, and then I have two more manuscripts to read, so I have plenty of work things to do. Okay. Okay, let's make certain to grab something to eat on the way out. Hopefully everything else is good. This looks like a day we can travel. Okay, we'll build the fire here, warm up some teas, goat down, try to get through to the other side as quickly as possible.
Come on, little fire. Gotta warm up somehow.
Okay, gotta move, gotta move. I don't like this weather, but we're moving.
I need to find some place to escape this
123.
cold.
We only have 2 days left. I feel like the weather's going to change on us. Okay.
Jeez, this is cold.
Is it any easier to go down from this side? It is, actually.
Oh, so cold.
Oh, wolves are out there. Oh, good. Run. Run, little dog. Run. Okay.
Did I say I hate being cold? Because I really do.
Yeah, staying warm is not working very well.
I can't feel my hands.
Yeah, they're getting spooked.
Damn.
Well, snow's coming in hard. I don't like this. No, don't run off with another arrow. We can't afford to keep losing arrows. I should just threatened him. That was sad. Wasted. Wasted arrow. Alright. We know we're gonna have to pass out of here next. So, I think what we'll do... make certain to leave our pile of stuff. Let's see here. Okay, we're a little bit less heavy. Now we have window. This is what I was worried about. I was worried about this. Blizzard. Yep, we lost another arrow. We're making this trip all the way out here. Just to grab a hammer. Well, on one hand, this is perfect because we don't have to worry about running into anything. On the other hand, this is already, once you get up to this path, you're not going to run into any wolves until you get to the cave. So, well, it's because we're going to run out of arrowheads if we're not careful, so. And we've got 2 days. Day and a half, I think, left in this region, so we're going to try to squeeze what we can out of this. Visibility is terrible right now, so we can't really see landmarks that we're used to looking for. Just kind of have to trust that we're on the right path here. We found our way back to the fallen tower. From here, should be pretty straightforward. And I don't think we have these wolves right now, unless I'm hoping not. Try to wait out the storm here. Make some new teas and wait out the storm. Oh! Something died here. We got back an arrow. Lost one, gained one. This is still the mysteriously untouchable backpack, I guess. So hey.
with this much gear.
It's okay. Okay, keep on moving. We got 17 arrows right now. That's not too bad. Oh, we didn't lose the arrow. We just missed. That's okay.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Good to see you, Kibbles. Hope you're doing well. So I'm streaming tonight. I have not decided if I'm streaming tomorrow or if I'm going to take that as a day off. I know I'm going to be busy Sunday night, Christmas Eve. So I might take Friday off, which is usually off for me because usually I'm doing D&D. But I might take Friday, tomorrow off, and I might spend... I haven't decided if I'll stream Saturday night, but I might. What are we at right now? 23. But yeah, as of this afternoon, my last roommate took off for holidays. I got the apartment to myself. So I ended up watching a lot of anime instead of doing anything productive. I do have stuff I have to get working on this weekend, so one of the reasons why I think I'll probably end up taking Friday, not streaming Friday night, just so I can get ready for my Saturday appointments. Any other metal we've missed here? Still more carcasses. Nothing. Nope. Oh, there we are. I was like, I'm pretty certain there's another piece somewhere. Oh, we got more water. Oh, we did leave some more scrap metal here. We figured we might need it. Okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna get the forge up to temperature.
Come on, little fire.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be enough. Okay, the real question is, did we leave the hammer here? I thought we left the hammer here.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I'm not seeing the hammer here. Did we not leave the hammer here? Uh-oh. We just wasted coal because we don't have a hammer. Where did we leave the hammer? Is it in the shelter? What did I do with it? Well, that's embarrassing. I guess we'll go find out where we left the hammer. It better be here in the shelter, otherwise, in the bunker, otherwise we've just wasted all this time.
I barely walk with this much gear.
Where did I leave the hammer? That's something I should have written down. I really should have. It's like, hammer, where did you leave it? I know there's an extra one in Mystery Lake, but we're not going into Mystery Lake just to grab a hammer. Let's see if the hammer is here. Otherwise, we're really screwed. I left 2 pieces of meat. That's better than nothing.
I'm not gonna be...
Come on, hammer. Where did I leave the hammer? I'm not seeing the hammer. Uh-oh. We made a big blunder. We thought we left the hammer here, but the hammer is not here. And if the hammer's not here, we don't have any point in forging. I mean, we could craft something. We could make replacement arrows. I guess that's about it. That's about all we can do. Go back, make replacement arrows. Wow. That's making me feel silly. So the hammer wasn't in here. It wasn't at Spence's. So it must mean that I either left it on the tracks on the way into
Too heavy to carry.
on the way into whatchamacallit, on the way into Forlorn Muskeg, the Mystery Lake Forlorn Muskeg entrance. Or it is back in the cave on the other side of the cave. I don't think I did, but wow. Silly. That's like peak foolishness right there. To forget the hammer. You can't remember where the hammer is. Now you can't forge anything. I don't know. The only other thing... No, that shouldn't be the case.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
It's also possible we never forged here. And we forged somewhere else. I'm pretty certain we forged here. Yeah, we broke up all these boards. No idea. Ooh.
Come on, little fire. Come on. It's dusk, so night can't be far behind.
Okay. Still have plenty of arrow shafts. That's not the issue. Do I make a new survival bow? I mean, that is another thing we could do. Two minutes. Okay, I think we can just rest here. Accept defeat. This sucks, but I can do nothing about this.
Carry this load for much longer.
Cannot do anything if we do not know where the hammer is. Oh, we should pull our torches while we can. 1. 2. 4. 5. 6. Of course, Blizzard. Okay, made it through. Day 124. 1 day left, and we don't know where the silly things we should know. I don't know where I left the hammer, but it's not here. This says 5 hours left, and it's morning. Why don't we go back, grab... Let's see, what do we have here? We have the bear. We left all the deer hides behind. How much do we need to make the deer boots? I'm just wondering if we go ahead and do that, or if we go and... Deer boots, 2 deer hides. I think we could do that. I think we do that. Go back up the hill. Grab the hides and guts from the whatchamacallit, bunker, and come back. Oh.
So cold. Come on. Make a fire.
See here.
Make a hot fire. Yeah.
Looks like I'm gonna have to recenter my camera again. I'm trying to figure out
My
why.
fingers feel numb.
Move it off center again. But I guess we'll figure that out tomorrow. We'll do... I have to figure out where I put my Allen wrench for adjusting the height on the monitors. I think I'm going to try to raise them up just a tiny bit.
It's so cold. Think.
Okay, what we got? Do we have 1, 2... Okay, I think we can do this. We can make a pair of boots for ourselves.
It's a goddamn freezing.
Weather's changing again. Okay.
Come on, little fire.
Fire is fine. What's your problem, Master? 4 hours. Okay, I think we have to get something here. What's this? Oh, this guy. Who's over here? Another one. Okay. Okay, trying to collect some firewood here, get our fires going, so we can work on some deer boots. Okay. 6 hours. Okay. 5 hours.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
Uh-oh. Wind. That's trouble. We're just going to craft for half-hour increments since we don't know when this fire is going to go out. .5 hours left. Two hours left. Okay. Trade up.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, let's go back up to our bunker for now. Come on, Astrid. We can do it. Just have to make it back to the bunker. Rest, and in the morning we make a run all the way to the exit. Where are you, buddy? You're over here. Go. I mean, we could use the extra food, but we also just want to go.
Starting to feel numb.
Almost there. Things we know we don't need. This guy. Really? Hour and a half. Okay. Oh, dangerous. Now we have even less time to get out of here. Oh, we lost half the day already. That's not good. At least the weather is cooperating. Okay, we got a book. I'm a little worried because we're going to get into Broken Railroad later than I wanted to. And that means we are going to probably have to make part of the journey in the dark. We'll see. Yeah, I wish we'd been able to forge. Really unfortunate that didn't work out. Figures. No, I don't like this. No. Go away. We don't have time to stop and cook anyone, so we're gonna just go. And the wind's turning. Storm's coming. That's the worst feeling, is having to enter Broken Railroad in a blizzard. That's gonna be a nightmare.
Sure getting cold.
Should have brought more food.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Oh, it's not looking good. We're going to enter in time. It's just that we're going to have to travel in a blizzard as night is falling. That just sounds bad. We should have double checked our time and not slept 8 hours, but slept probably 5 hours. That would have been sufficient. Give us enough of a window to get out. This is just going to be close. Okay. We can do this. Yeah, tempting, but no. Okay. We're going to go down, grab our stuff, get out of here. How heavy are we? 60. No, we can still move at 60 as long as we can keep our well fed. Okay, folks, this is it. We're going into Broken Railroad with a little bit of daylight left, not much. Okay, we're in Broken Railroad. Okay, it's time to roll the die. How long are we going to be here for? 1 to 20 days. Name your number, see if you get it right. Win points. So, go ahead, place your bets, 1 to 20 days, and we will roll. Kane has 8 down. Anyone else want to place a bet? Ooh. Okay, we'll roll in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oops. I accidentally moved this. Yeah, that's okay. Oops. Ah! What happened there? Okay, it's back where it's supposed to be. Roll. 18 days. Broken Railroad. That'll be interesting. Okay, let's see, this is all working. 18 days. Did anyone come close? Nope. No one came close. 18 days. So 18 days means we will leave on 143. PRR 0 of 18. This is a long one, but gives us a chance to hunt a bear, cure the hide, make a bear coat. So I'm not going to complain too much. But I am a little bit worried about this next section that we have to travel here. If the weather persists like this, on the verge of blizzard. And here it comes. The blizzard. Thing we did not want. But we're gonna get. I guess this could work to our favor in the sense of might allow us to get to maintenance yard without having to deal with wolves, but I wouldn't guarantee it. Days. It's going to be a long 18 days. First day is going to be the worst one, trying to get through here. I can't remember if there is a way to sneak across here, or if we just have to goad it. I don't think there's a way to go up here. Okay, so I think we have to go down and over, but we might be able to warm up here. Okay, let's try this.
One little fire.
Uh-oh. Get the feeling that can't get the fire going. Just changed directions on us. That sucks. Just went from bad to worse.
Worse.
This is just bad. Keep moving, keep moving. I really wish there was a little more shelter on this stretch. There's just like not a whole lot of places you can, at least not that I'm aware of, that you can take shelter in. So you just have to go and go and go and go. Look at this gigantic gauntlet you're running. You know, normally we'd stop and get the acorns, but we just want to get out of here. So that looks like it should be a cave, but it's just a dark rock. But for a second, in one angle, it looks like, oh, I could take shelter there. And you can't.
Trees. Some dinner. I'm gonna eat a tree.
This is not going to do much, but at least if we drink a birch bark, we can slow our condition loss. Oh boy, we are officially into hyperthermia. Now we desperately have to get to the maintenance yard. We'll go down here, see if we can get a little bit of shelter. No, we're getting beaten up badly here. Still daytime. That part's good. But this lack of warmth and no place to warm up teas is becoming a problem. A real big problem. Can we do it here?
I could eat a horse.
Is there any place to do? I don't think we can. Throw it up here. There we go. Make this work.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. At least get warmer here. The other birch barks here. Uh-oh.
Down right here. I thought I'd ever wake up again.
This gonna work? Nope. Okay, bad luck. Tina Bug, welcome in. We are in dire straits. You know, trying to get through Broken Railroad, and it is a blizzard.
Damn it.
Hey, let's do some shoutouts here. Welcome in, folks. Yeah, I'm Babbage-nator. I stream Long Dark. I'm a Canadian streamer based in Vancouver, BC at the moment, and I am in the middle of a challenge called Roll With It, and we are currently facing
nice
trouble.
Sunday. Yeah, it's been a nice, chill, relaxing Sunday. I got some exercise, some reading, and some nice morning time in, and now I'm relaxing. Ouch! Oh shit. Sorry, I saw the... I saw the footsteps, but I never heard or saw him at all. Like,
feel my
that
feet.
hammer totally saved my life. Where did he come from? The footsteps. Did you guys see me stop at the footsteps? Oh my god. No, that was not your fault, Nuka baby. That was not your fault at all.
If I don't warm up soon.
Well, we were in FM with a few days left, and we decided to go back to Spence's to try to forge a couple more arrowheads, because I firmly believed that I had left my hammer there. Well, it turned out I didn't, so that was a wasted effort to make it all the way there. And then, yeah, it put us at a further away starting point to get to the exit to Broken Railroad, which then also meant we got into this region later.
So cold.
And
I just want to lay down for a bit.
yeah, well, things are kind of rough. Poor Astrid has hypothermia now too, because every time we try to stop and warm up our teas, the wind changes direction and kills our fire. So we never get fully warmed up again. Do I have anything? Let's try to stay something above. Oh, and then I think we should probably drink dirt. No. Okay.
Jeez, this is cold.
Not gonna help us in here.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Okay, let's see if we can make it into maintenance yard before we're dead. Okay. Only got one stem left. I think we're going to use it. So close. I got caught. That was sad. We'll worry about looting the rest of this later. We just need Astrid to get 24 hours indoors and warmed up. No worries, Tina. Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here soon, too. We are not warm in here, so we're gonna have to go in here. Okay, we lived. We got lots of cloth to do the repairs. I think this is going to be fine. We did have to use up a stem. Look at that. We got another box of crackers. Okay. Let's drop everything we don't need. Do a quick loot of this room. Then we'll probably end up eating cracker. Well, we could eat the crackers. Could eat the cattails. Yay, we made it to shelter. We did make it to shelter. So, despite a very close call, we are not dead. TLD, Great Bear tried to kill us with weather, but we survived. Okay, so if we can get a full night's sleep, we should make a full recovery here. Okay. Time for Astrid to get some sleep. Big old 10 hours. We've got all sorts of stuff coursing through our veins right now. Oh, we are so glad that we made it here before the Aurora kicked in. Oh. I imagine if the blizzard suddenly stopped and we were now like with next to nothing facing wolves in the maintenance yard in the Aurora. Yeah, that would not be fun. Okay, good enough. Astrid is definitely not dead yet, but playing a very, very convincing... well, going for a very convincing near-death experience. Okay. Oh yay, we made it to morning. Yay, Astrid is not dead. Let's see, we got most of our condition back thanks to all the birch bark and stim and exhaustion that we were working with. Let's see if there's anything in here. Yes, there is. Herbal tea would have been perfect for us, but we didn't know it was there. I don't suppose anyone left a hammer around, did they? I think Broken Railroad used to be one of the few places in Interloper where you might actually find a hammer and be in the forge area. I don't know if that's still the case, though. Pry bar.
This'll come in handy.
So we got to be above 0 for another 8 hours. So we'll probably do some crafting. What is going on here? What's with this floating fuse? Yeah, what do you think of that? What's going on? Floating fuse. Just in the Matrix. Hey, Kanai, welcome in. I'm doing better now. We almost died on the way into Broken Railroad. Got hit by a blizzard, which was not fun. That was not the plan. Did not want to get hit by a blizzard on the way in, as it was dusk. So we were already towards the end of the day, so we couldn't really waste time. There was no place that we could stop and warm up our teas. The wind kept changing direction and blowing everything out. So we just took a ton of damage and had to use our last stim. Oh, more food. Another hacksaw. Oh, here we go. Water. You're on day 34 and have not died yet. See? That's an accomplishment. I feel like the breaking 20 days, breaking 50 days, breaking 75 days, breaking 100 days. Those are all like good goals.
Full rest suit, I'm gonna.
It could take a long time to get past day 40. I think I had a long string of runs that ended on day 45 before I was finally able to break 50. Okay. So there's more coal. There's a workbench. Okay. Probably get some more.
I am too tired to think straight.
Firewood and make some more water. Nope. Let's not forget to search these guys.
Hope nobody needs this anymore. Can you eat trees?
Okay, let's just go ahead and try to make some more water here. Boil water. Eat more cattails. When we beat our hypothermia, we'll be able to go hunt the wolves in
Come
the
on,
yard.
Wildfire.
Maybe even kill a bear. Did we lose a pot? We lost a pot somewhere. Oh no. Where did we lose a pot? Oh no. We lost a pot somewhere. Great. Well, that definitely just took a sad turn for us. One less cooking container. I think in my rush to try to... I don't know. I do not know where I lost that pot. Because I wasn't attacked by anything. I remember when I stopped and tried to build a fire to warm up the teas, and and boil some water. The water didn't fully boil, and that was in the skillet. And I thought we had the pot at the same time, and we just didn't put it out there. Pots are good because they can... You know, I usually have one pot, one skillet, because with a pot you get 2 liters of water. You know, that's max capacity. Boiling the 2 liters of water usually takes the same amount of time as crafting 4 arrows if you're at the at one of the forges. It's also like much more efficient in terms of use of fuel to use a pot. Plus, cooking meat in pots and pans is faster than cooking them on the fire on their own. So you can save time and fuel that way. So I would say it's worth having a pot, even if you leave it at like one of your regular bases. Most of my bases I try to leave one pot. Yeah, so this is a little frustrating because it means it's going to take me a longer amount of time to build up water supply. Oh yeah, and some dishes can only be cooked in the pot. Like you can only cook porridge in the pot. So that really hurts me. It really does. Yeah. Losing the pot, not a good thing. Now, I think if we get to the hunting lodge, we should be able to get to a pot. There's almost always a pot at the hunting lodge, so... Okay. We got 5 more hours, and then we're safe. Okay, we're gonna cook some teas now, since we used up everything else. How are we doing for water now? 318. Okay, where are we at? 3 hours. See if there's anything else we missed. Wires. I mean, we could go break the crate, look for the extra stuff, but most stuff in crates is going to be gone by now. Trying to gather as much cloth as we can so we can repair all our clothing. Because I'm certain everything took a beating in that long walk. Let's see how bad it is. Okay, some stuff took a beating. Some things we can repair fairly quickly. Yeah. We'll be fine. $3. I don't know. We'll just, I think we'll just wrap up here. So far, I think we've decided we don't need these. And that we can repair these. Yeah, I can't believe we lost a pot somewhere. So annoying. Eight pieces of cloth. sort out what we actually have here.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Thanks for the follow, Raging Owlbear. Yeah. Yeah, so when I guess I probably should do some more shout-outs here for some of our friends. Let's see if James... Some people I can never remember if they are streaming. And if they don't stream, some of them...
Träum schon mal von der Mine. Warte mal, was müssen wir denn jetzt? Wow. Komm mal nicht runter! Au! Wow, wow, wow!
Uh-oh.
Scheiße!
Oh no! That's gotta hurt. Okay. Let's see. Kane doesn't stream. Let's see who else do we have. Kibbles, I think we owe shout out to. But no clips. And I don't know, Raging, if you stream or not, but we will give you a shout out as well.
Lost the lock.
New target.
UAV deployed. I'm being. Looks like they're right below me.
Ah, okay.
Right on top of me.
Perfect.
Person destroyed. Lock on destroyed.
So, if you're new to this challenge, this annoying challenge I came up with about a year ago is called Roll With It. And basically, it's an interloper run in which you roll a die every time you enter a new region. So I use like D&D dice. So it's like 1d20 for each, 1d10. For the first 50 days, it's 1d10 for each major region and 1d4 for each transition zone. And then after day 50, it becomes 1 to 20 days in each major region and then 1 to 6 days in each transition zone. And at 100 days, transition zones bump up to 1d8, and then at 150 days, they bump up to 1d10. So you could get stuck in some place like Crumbling Highway for 10 days. And you have to leave by midnight of your exit day. You cannot leave earlier. You can't leave a day or two early. You have to leave on the day as soon as the calendar switches over. And you've got to be out by midnight. So your spawn time affects like how long of a window you really have to get in and out. And once you exit the region, you can't go back to pick up stuff you left behind. You can re-enter a region, but only after the time has passed. So like if I roll 12 days, I have to stay the 12 days before I can go back and pick up the bedroll I accidentally left behind. Which has happened. I did that, and I forgot a bedroll in where was it? I left it in Crumbling Highway, and I entered Coastal Highway, had to wait 10 days, and then go back and pick up my... Or was it 10 days? It was like 3 days or something like that. It wasn't too bad. This time we entered Broken Railroad in a blizzard at dusk. And we couldn't find any places to start fires. One place to start a fire and try to warm up teas, and it largely failed. And we took a huge beating, got hypothermia, which we're recovering from, and we were just we're trying to get on the mend. My best run ever on this challenge was 262 days, where we visited every region. We arrived at our last region. So the challenge is you have to visit every region in the game. We got to the last region, which was Blackrock that time, and I rolled 17 days, which was already a bad sign. And I entered at night in a blizzard and proceeded to get lost, and then pinned down by timberwolves against a cliff face, and they ripped me apart and killed me So, yeah, it was rough. Rough. That was a really rough one. So, rough as in ROUGH as opposed to rough, like RUFF. But anyways, yeah. So we barely survived that. Well, we didn't survive that one, but we came back and started over again. So this current run, we are sitting at. Here we are at 126 days. We have officially covered 50% of the map now. So we've made it through our first day in Broken Railroad. And we rolled 18 days, so we are stuck here for a long time. Until day 143. So, and then we're going to transfer pass. So we'll go far rail or far range rail and transfer pass as a transition zone. And then we go to Forsaken Airfield. But we're doing this. The region's not bad. Honestly, it's got plenty to offer. And 18 days is perfect because hopefully we will be able to kill a bear and recover the hide and cure it and make a bear coat, which we desperately need to do because I do not want to enter the airfield with no bear coat. As it stands right now, we are sitting on where are we at here? We have one wolf coat. We should probably fix this one too here. Hypothermia finally healed. Okay. Our socks are pretty beat up as well. Yeah, everything's kind of beat up right now. We need more cloth to do all our repairs. If we get everything fixed up, we should be sitting at about 23, 24. Getting the bear near the rope up to hunting lodge. Ah, that bear. Yeah. Yeah. But in any case, we're going to wrap up here because it has been... I guess we're not in dire situation that we need to drink the herbal tea, so we'll just do a regular rest here. I am looking forward to next stream, which I think is going to turn out to be Saturday. I think I'm taking tomorrow off. Usually I have my Fridays off because I'm running a D&D game locally. Among other things, I am a big D&D player and GM. You can read a little bit more about my bio here. I'm a lot of different things. I wear a lot of different hats, but I'm an author. I'm the author of 2 books of poetry. I'm also a translator. I'm also a former computer games programmer who still sometimes works on interactive fiction games. And I work primarily as a writing coach, creative writing coach, manuscript editor, but I'm currently back in school doing a master's in library and information science. Okay, welcome back
This
from
stuff will come in
the.
handy.
And so, anyways, I was just saying that I'm wear a lot of different hats. And on the stream, you'll generally catch me playing TLD and occasionally doing something either D&D related in terms of world building or tool design or table design, something like that. Writing some sort of random generator, things like that. But then I also work on this interactive fiction game I've been working on for a while called Into the Dark Woods, which is kind of a fantasy adventure set. And do I have a buddy over here? That's one dead. Yeah, we should solve our food problem soon. No, don't run away. There's this guy again. He ran away.
All I can think about is food.
I can hear someone out there. I just can't see him. There's two of them. There's one of them. Okay. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to make a trip over to Hunting Lodge to get on the way, shoot the bear, and get a cooking pot.
Come on, little fire.
Okay. I need more.
I am not going to be able to carry this load for much longer. Man, all I can think about is food.
Trying to harvest this wolf before buddies come back. Though I know there's at least one more dead wolf out there. And one not so dead wolf out there. This pack is getting too heavy to carry. Ooh, spooked. Too spooked. Okay, got Astrid's belly filled up here. Okay. Three walls. Just need one more. Or we need to get one more bear. Okay. Use that. Okay.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
Okay. What else can we drop here? Drop this guy. Where are you at? Where you at, buddy? So annoying. So annoying. Come on, wolf. Got all this tasty meat. Come on. Killed all your brothers. Uh-oh. I had that weird, this happens sometimes where I have this glitch and the bow refuses to react. Like the mouse won't control the bow. Then I have to remove the bow and then re-equip the bow before I can fire the bow. It's really annoying. But it doesn't draw, it just stops. Won't react. I'm not certain what causes that particular problem. Well, it's in your butt. I think I broke that. Yeah. We can repair that. Okay. So let's see where our other dead wolf is. We have one over here. Quick inspection over here. So somewhere on our trip into Broken Railroad, we accidentally dropped our pot. So all we have is a skillet for cooking. But at least we have that. We don't have any cans. No, we should have kept a backup can, and we didn't. So we are really down to minimal resources right now. Well, minimal cooking. Okay, so the good news is we are no longer starving. Bad news is we only have one thing to cook water in.
Come on, little fire. Come on. We have no other cooking pots. That is sad. Okay, so we got a bit of water going now. Be really nice if we had that pot, but we don't. Even having a can would have helped us get something else done. Hey Weevil, how are you doing? We're actually awake. Yes, we are actually awake. Okay, this one is more damage than the other one, so we'll fix this one first. And those are fine. These need to be sock. Well, this warms it or warming, so we'll fix that. We're just recovering from a rather long and painful fight to get here. Okay, we've boosted ourselves all the way up to 25. Fire is out. It's probably cold in here. Is it? Dropping quickly. This will go. Really would be nice to find a gasoline thing somewhere. Feel like it should be somewhere around here. Oh well. Okay, let's get Astrid into bed and wrap us up for tonight. Okay, so Astrid gets a nice 10 hours sleep. We should do a little bookkeeping here. We are on day 128. Three days. Made it 3 days so far. Whew. 128. Let's see, what else do we need to know here? We've killed 29. Let's update our kill counter on the screen here. So let's see, we are now on day 128. We are in BRR, Broken Railroad, 3 of 18. I think I forgot to fix that. We just found another, when we arrived here, we found another cracker box. We have killed another ptarmigan in a different. Didn't we kill 2 of them? We killed 2 of them at Maple Ridge, so, or whatever it's called. So we'll do that. And we are at how many wolves? 29 wolves dead. We've been busy. We are at 11 deer, 18 rabbits. I think we're behind on updating our rabbits. Okay, that's where we're at. You're back. Well, good for you. We are probably going to wrap up here soon. Stayed up late, a little bit later than usual, just because I was feeling actually fairly alert. And also because we were struggling to get Astrid into a good place, having arrived here in Broken Railroad, but taking a fair bit of flack. Okay, so I do believe we are at 128. Yes, we're still 128. We did craft. Let's see. We did hunt the bear, but we never found him. We crafted the the deer boots, and opted to use those instead. Here in BRR, our goals are going to be kill bear, craft bear coat. That's probably the biggest one. We also want to find new cooking pot since we're missing one. Yeah. I think that's it. If we find the hammer, which I don't think is going to happen, but I don't think it happens on Interloper, but I think if we did, we would then go ahead and forge and fix our situation with the yeah. Anyways, nice and light. Is there anything we want to craft? We could craft a replacement bow. Okay, that's what I thought. It sometimes shows up here, right? Might be at Hunting Lodge. Yeah, I don't think I saw it here, so... Civic craft.
Oh, so cold.
We want him to die right in front of the door. That would be our big plan. Come on over here. You know you want to. Over here. Over here. Can you smell me? What? Too scary? Ah! Why did I shoot him in the butt? That's not what I wanted. Yeah. That was a waste. Mouse acting a little funny. Come on back and play. I missed my chance. I just wanted him to die a little closer, right? Just die like close to this place. You're over here again, aren't you? I can hear you. That's spooked. Yeah, I hear him. Well, I guess he just died. A little anticlimactic. Where'd you go down? 5. It's a decent amount. Alright, let's go finish pulling meat off of the one by the truck. Let's actually start cooking over here. Oh, I keep wanting to wrap up and then we get distracted. I don't think we'll bother with the guts or the hind. We already have plenty of guts and a fair number of hides. Minutes. Sausage biscuit. Hey, got lots of meat going.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Baba Barrel? Yes, Baba Barrel is my new franchise restaurant. Instead of selling Timbits at Tim Hortons, we sell Wolf Bits. Yeah. Wolf Bites? That's what we should call them, Wolf Bites. Wolf Bites and Bear Nibbles. 58 minutes. These are all 58-minute ones. Sugar cured moose. No, we just sell whipped moose.
I wonder if I can drop any of this here.
Yeah, we're doing our best to avoid cabin fever by staying out here. No, I don't do. If I play my cards right, I won't have to worry about scurvy. But if this run fails, then I'll suddenly have to combine scurvy concerns with the rest of Interloper. The rest of Roll With It. Okay, we have a food supply. We need to come up with better water situation, but we'll survive without it. Any other repairs we can do? Wolf is new. These are new. These are new. Need another rabbit somewhere. Do maple and 2 guts. Make another bow. Yeah, well, guess that's true. We're pretty fine with that. Okay, let's repair We could get one arrow. And then I think we'll just do a survival bow next stream. Why? Okay. We're almost out. Okay, we're going to wrap up here. Let's get our 10 hours of sleep in. Astrid's not tired. How are we doing arrow-wise now? 18. We're back to 18 arrows. It's not the worst. I think we make another bow. That would probably be the smart move. If we can get a large stockpile of food in to transfer pass. Wise, there's a current debate that I'm having about whether or not I want to go, how many times I want to visit transfer pass versus getting lost in the cave system between Forsaken Airfield and the zone of contamination, which I've never used. I've never been to the zone of contamination, so that's all new for me. So do I want to add an extra layer of complexity in which the movement between regions is going to be based on also a whole transition region that I know nothing about, which is apparently quite large and complicated. So part of me says yes, of course I'm going to do that because that's part of the challenge. Just force yourself to stretch in these ways. But yeah, I do have the Travois, which is an important part of the strategy of ensuring that I move resources and food around in an efficient way. Okay, so we have made it through another night. We are on day 129. Which means we have 14 days left. 14 days left until we exit. We still have a long stretch ahead of us. We have the whole transfer pass, airfield, zone of contamination, transfer pass, and then return to Broken Railroad set up. This is, by my estimate, probably the most complicated and difficult section to navigate through. We'll be dealing with all these. All like transfer pass is the hub and going off to all the different connected regions. that is going to be... Now it's a little more complicated because we have zone of contamination. When the next update comes in later in 2024, it sounds like, then I'll really have have a hard time with the challenge, because they'll add yet another region, maybe two. So yeah, we'll see. They'll probably actually add a few regions, right? They'll add. I'm guessing they're going to add whatever it's called. Where is Aster trying to get to? I'm blanking out on it, but anyway, so there's a whole other region that is mentioned a lot in the story mode, which seems to be sort of a final destination. And then I think there's going to be more stuff connected to the airfield. For survival, I think we get more stuff connected to the airfield. All this transfer pass stuff and all the associated regions, as far as I know, has no bearing whatsoever on the story mode. Yeah, apparently there is like a whole mine transition area that, not a mine transition area, a cave transition area, or maybe it's a set of mines. Anyways, it's a whole network of tunnels that connects airfield and zone of contamination, but it is really a maze. It's a big maze. And so that's what I've heard, is that that's something. But yeah, I'd be curious if they add some other small regions to connect the pieces together. It might be fun. Okay. So that, to me, is going to be fun. The worst thing that could happen would be that I roll 1 in the transition. Well, yeah, actually, we'll have to figure out how we want to rule that, right? Because is that transition cave... is that a transition cave that is its own transition zone? Or is it just... I think like it's like all the other transition caves. I say that you have to declare it as belonging to one or the other adjoining region. So like if you're looking at the transition between Crumbling Highway and Desolation Point, there's a mine system, right? A mine tunnel that connects you between those two different areas. And in the challenge, the first time you visit that region, like Crumbling Highway, you have to decide which region that connection, that transition cave, is going to count for. Is it part of Crumbling Highway, or is it part of Desolation Point? And once you make that choice, that's what it's going to be for the rest of the challenge. So like if you say Crumbling Highway, that mine that goes to Desolation Point is part of Crumbling Highway. This gives you access to coal, and it gives you access to a workbench. Those things are really, really helpful, right? And an indoor space that's not far from a cave, right? So that can be really, really valuable. But if it's part of Crumbling Highway, you don't get to enter that cave from the Desolation Point side until exit day. So, yeah, you can't enter in early and drop off stuff or anything like that. Or you can't. You have enough other places to get coal, you really shouldn't worry about it for that one. So it sounds like if this is a really big transition cave, you would still need to make that decision as to which side does it belong to. Yeah, and you can do that too. Like, I generally, like, a lot of times the transition cave I consider as usable in that last day, but I'm usually not, like, using it regularly. But I'd say the exception is the Crumbling Highway one, which I end up using that one. So half of it FA and half is zone of contamination? Oh, okay. I'll probably have to watch some streams or maybe even try a run that goes there. We really need to make more water, but... Okay, for now, we're going to wrap up. Okay, so we are officially on day 129. Thank you all for hanging out. Before we head out, we're going to... I guess we can... I don't know. It's kind of late. I'm going to just raid someone else. So we will go and raid someone else, and I will be back. I think we'll be back Saturday night to stream. So that's the plan. Okay, and EG has requested a pop-up. There you go. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't fall asleep in this one. As endearing as that is for some people, they find it amusing to watch me fall asleep on stream. I mean, some people watch streams to fall asleep. Some people watch streams of people already asleep. See? I put that in there hoping one of these days someone would remember to use that. So, okay, let's get this going here. Who can we go raid right now? Who's still up? Deadpool is still up. I think we'll go raid Deadpool. Okay. Okay. So let's get this raid going, visiting Deadpool. Thank you all for hanging out with me. We'll be back Saturday night for more streams. Yeah, I think that's about it. Have a great holiday weekend. If you're celebrating Christmas, have a great Christmas with your loved ones. And if you can't be with them, like I can't be with my family this year, it just doesn't work out travel-wise. So we're doing everything over Zoom, phone calls, but it is what it is. And one of my roommates has been kind enough to invite me over to his family's place for Christmas Eve, so I get dinner at least. But yeah, so hopefully there's someone to spend your time with, to celebrate with. I will probably maybe be on Christmas Day. I don't have any big plans. I could also just veg. Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Let's get this raid going over to Deadpool. Thank you all for hanging out. We will be back again Saturday night, off on Sunday, and then probably back on Monday. So, okay, take care, and we'll see you all soon. Here we go. Oops, wrong one. There we go.